This is the button functions for Smart Level. We're showing the new model here. This is the Rev H version that came out about a year ago. This is exactly the same as it would be for all of the Bluetooth models from the beginning 6 years ago. We have two buttons that turn the level on, a zero button and a power button. Of course, the power button turns the level on. It also changes between metric and imperial scales. The zero button works the backlight and turns the and zeros the level. We have a brief description over here that's pretty small. And if you hold the power and tap zero, you can put it into Bluetooth mode. If you hold the zero and tap power, you put it into range mode. So we're going to tap the power switch and turn the level on. I turned the backlight on so you can see the version firmware that's running across the bottom of the screen. Smart Level is an industrial computer, which means we update the firmware just like you update a laptop about every year or so. It goes through your Bluetooth connection to do that. When the level is first turned on, the power button will scroll through centimeters or metric, feet, inches and fractions, feet, inches and tenths, inches and tenths. I prefer using the inches and fractions. Now, if we, like I say, if we hold the zero button down, tap the power, and release, it gives us our Bluetooth icon. Now, if you've given your app permissions, the iOS version should connect automatically. If it doesn't, swipe your app completely off. Don't just swipe it to the background. Turn it completely off and turn it back on, and it should connect very quickly. For some reason, with the Android functions, you have to, after you give the Android permission to use Bluetooth and all of the other permissions that you need, you'll have to shut your Android app completely off, or the phone completely off, and restart the phone for everything to take effect. Not sure quite why it works that way, but that is the way that it works. Okay, so the power button will lock as far as the readings go after about 30 seconds or so when you stop tapping it. That keeps you from changing the readings inadvertently. You don't want to bump something into centimeters when you're working on a job. The zero button, like I say, turns the backlight on and off. If you hold it down for 5 seconds, it will zero the level. And we go to zero. We have a range function built in. If we zero the level at a certain height, I'll zero it here. Now I'm going to put the level into range mode. I'm going to raise the range. The power button increases the range. Zero button decreases. I'm going to set it at 1/2 inch. If we're within that range, you get a green light. If we go higher, you get a blue light. If we go lower, you get a red light. This is very useful if you're setting a base grade that you want level. You can set your range within, say, 1/2 inch, like I just did, and the range will appear here. You don't even have to look at the readings. You can just look at the lights. If it's green, you're good. If it's blue, you're high. If it's red, you're low. Tapping any button will take it out of range mode. And the level will turn itself off automatically in 20 minutes, or you can hold the power switch down and the level will go off in 5 seconds. Now, when you turn the level back on, it will come back on with all of the settings exactly the same as when you turned it off. And that's the button functions on the new Smart Level.